Hey, this is Phil from Next Chapter Team, and welcome to another article review. Today's article review is going to focus on 8 ways people can become rich without taking many big money risks. Before we jump into the review, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and share. Help the channel grow. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy another article review from the Next Chapter Team. First up, eliminating all your debts. And what they're talking about here is all those short-term debts, not a mortgage. These debts are eating away at your income, and they're making it harder for you to save and invest for the future. So the importance of this is, again, getting rid of all these small debts that you might have out there. This is going to be things like credit cards, car loans, student loans, and other items of that nature. We're not talking about mortgages. But again, by limiting all these debts, you free up your average monthly dollars to do the things that you want to do. Save, invest, and enjoy life. Next up, focus on increasing your income. By increasing your income, it'll help you accelerate eliminating debts and accelerate and increase the amount of money you can save and invest. And overall, that is going to help in your wealth building journey. Next up, educate yourself on things like either the FIRE movement, financial mutants, debt-free millionaires, and financial literacy is a big one that will help you get additional cornerstone, additional skills, additional good practices to help you build wealth and become rich over time. And again, this is about becoming rich over time as well as not taking a big risk. And so you're going to need to do some financial literacy and some financial education. But in time, you will learn to enjoy this. And there's podcasts and there's other various things that will help you keep sticking to the plan, your plan for building wealth over time. Number 4, start investing your money as early as possible and keeping it consistent. And we're talking about investing in things like our basics that many people have available to them. That would be 401ks, IRAs, and even general investment accounts, and sometimes HSAs as well. And we're talking about investing money that's not your emergency fund. So investing that money, because over time it's going to build up and grow faster than inflation, and that will help you build wealth over time. Next up, creating and sticking to financial goals. These goals will help you build wealth over time. So I like to think of it this way. Have your basics that you want to get to as quickly as possible. First off, a 1-month emergency fund, eliminating all of your debts, and then from there, building up to a 3 to 6 month emergency fund, depending on your income situation and your type of job. Like if you have sales jobs that have a bumpy or income, then maybe it might be best if you have 6 or even more months of emergency funds. But if you have a job that is very stable and very unlikely to incur layoffs, then maybe you can go down to 3 months. Now that is user specific, so you've got to figure out what works best for you and your family situation. Number 6, I touched on this already many times, build an emergency fund of 3 to 6 months. This is so important because having an emergency fund to handle living expenses and keeping it in a nice place, safe place like a high yield savings account will help you when bumps occur. That'll help you handle when more than a couple tires blow on you. That'll help you when there's a big car repair. That'll help you when there's a big HVAC repair. It'll help you with many, many things. That big medical copay because something came up. Yeah, you know what? That does happen. You'll have some money in that emergency fund. And then because you've been really fine-tuning your money along the way, after you handle these life factors that hurt your emergency fund, you can rebuild it slowly over a couple months or maybe several months, depending on how big of an impact this is. And then from there, you get back to your investing and saving. And it'll help you build wealth. Again, this is about getting rich and not taking a lot of risks. So you've got to have some good padding. And that 3 to 6 months, that's your good padding. And then those good practices, that'll also help you. And all that financial literacy, that's going to help you. Number 7, have a diversified portfolio. So what they're calling out here is the importance of in areas like your 401k, IRAs, or even an investment account. Don't sit there and focus on just one single stock or one single asset class. You want to have a nice array because that way, and I'm going to go through this real quick. If you have, let's say, just 3 funds, one fund is a large cap. Those are really big companies. One fund is a mid cap. Those are your mid-sized companies. And one fund is a small cap. You know how it's a small cap? If you look at the fact sheets and you're like, boy, I don't hear those names a lot. I don't hear my friends talking about those names of those companies. That's probably a small cap. Now, why do you want that diversification? It comes down to this. You're going to have ups and downs in the market. That is a given. Okay. But what you're not going to likely have is all of the sectors be hit at the same time. And if they are all hit by the same time, it's a little smoother. It's 1, 2, 3%. But you may have situations where that large cap fund will take a 5, 6, 7% hit. But that's not likely going to also have a 5, 6, 7% hit in your mid caps and your small caps. Now, of course, this is not direct financial advice, but what we're saying is with diversification, you reduce your chance of having hard hits. Now, it also allows you, when the overall market's going up, you expose yourself to those big moves as well. So again, diversification in your portfolio is so crazy important and helps you both in growth as well as reducing your risk for big hits in your wealth building journey. Last up, again, this is about getting rich without taking big risk. You got to stay away from those get rich quick schemes. If it seems like it's too easy to make that money and everyone's doing it, it's probably a scam. You've really got to stay away from those things. If you invest something overnight and you think it's going to make double, triple in one night, it's very unlikely that you can time it perfectly. Now, some people can do it. They've got tools, they have monitoring, and all they do is watch it, right? So they're really watching it every percent. They're like, okay, I made the percent I need, I'm out, right? But you got to beat everyone else out. So it's like, it really is a tough game. So really stay away from those get rich quick schemes. But I tell you what, if you followed all the prior steps, you don't need it. You've eliminated all your debt. You've got an emergency fund. You're investing consistently. You're making 10%, between 7 and 10% on your portfolio on the average year over a span of many years. You don't need it. You just keep investing, and all of a sudden, pop, you hit rich for you. And you got to set those goals, and you know what rich looks like for you. Hope you enjoyed the article review. So many more to come. Hey, now a quick recap of 8 ways to become rich without taking any big money risk. 1. Eliminate all those debts. Again, eliminate all of those non-mortgage debts will help you build wealth. Okay, number 2, increase your income. Number 3, financial literacy. Things like the FIRE movement, debt-free millionaires, financial mutants. These are all great tactics. Read some books, read some blogs, listen to some podcasts. This will help you up your game. Number 4, start investing your money consistently. And when you invest that money, make sure it's diversified. Create and stick to financial goals. Number 5. Number 6, build an emergency fund. That emergency fund needs to be 3 to 6 months. Again, we talked about this earlier. The more varied your income is, the more money you want there. Number 7, in that investing, diversify your investing. Diversify it hard, so then that way you can enjoy the nice growth over many sectors. And then from there, number 8, avoid those get-rich-quick schemes. You can do it. 8 ways to become a millionaire without taking many big risks. Hope you enjoyed.
Hey, thanks for staying to the end. This video is brought to you by the Next Chapter team. If you enjoyed the video, please take a moment to hit that like button, drop a comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family. This will help the channel reach out to more individuals just like you. We offer one-on-one coaching where we work with people and small businesses to determine a clear path to achieving their financial goals. This includes things like budgeting to reduce debts, planning for big purchases, and even learning how to build wealth with the tools that you have readily available to you. So please see our link below to schedule a free 30-minute call with our team to talk through coaching and understanding your current financial situation. Also, check out some of our affiliate links below for High Yield Savings Account. This is a great place to put your money when you're saving up for those big purchases and your emergency fund. Check out some of our videos right here. And please enjoy and see you in the next video.